YouTube views are the most valuable view of any social platform. And it matters that you know this because you're going to be in a situation, whether it's a meeting or someone's pitching you and they're going to throw these inflationary numbers. And it's worth knowing that not all views are created equal. Social platforms have different thresholds for what counts as a view. And I think I found the perfect example of why YouTube is the most valuable one. But let's start with what is the criteria for view on YouTube and sprinkle in the differences from other social platforms. The first being, by the way, that you have to watch a minimum of 30 seconds. This is drastically different from the other social platforms, which Facebook's like 2 or 3, X is 2, Instagram is 3, TikTok I believe is 1. Might have moved that up a little bit, but it's minimum 27-second difference, right? On top of that, you can't just skip the timeline to 30 seconds and it counts. It is a cumulative total. So even if you skip around the timeline, you still have to mass 30 seconds of viewership. But it's the second criteria that's even more staggering. So you actually have to intentionally click on the video for it to count as a view. So that is a much more initiated user experience. Like they have to be intentionally active in that view versus the other social platforms where you can have what I call accidental viewership or spillover viewership, where you just ended up glossing on a video for more than 2 to 3 seconds and it counts to their ticker of what a view is. So going to the example why YouTube views are the most valuable view is because misinformation does happen in this space. On Twitter or X, someone posted, because there's a recent big trailer, the new Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer that dropped, and they said Rockstar, the company that makes the game, missed a great opportunity to exclusively upload to X and Twitter because Rockstar had shared the YouTube video on Twitter and it amassed 36 million views. I mean, 36 whopping million views to the measly, at the time of this post, 7 million views that was amassed on YouTube. Whoa, almost 30 more million views. And if you stop the conversation there, you're like, wow, that's crazy, man. YouTube really didn't deliver the way that Twitter/X did. But you know better. You watch these videos, you read these posts, you say, hold on a second, not all views are created equal. I know this. So let's just do some math. Let's do some minimum threshold math. We know that Twitter/X minimum threshold for view is 2 seconds. No other criteria involved. So we take the 36 million views, and we times it by 2, you get 72 million seconds viewed on that video minimum. Versus on YouTube, we got 7 million views. We know that 30 seconds minimum is what counts as a view for that trailer. So if we do the math of that, you have 210 million seconds viewed. So already, now I know it's hard to visualize what seconds come out to. I got some further layers here. Minimum for those videos, you have 72 million seconds, 210 million seconds. Well, that's a big difference. So let's take that into watch hours. So if you convert those into watch hours, the minimum amount of watch hours that the X video has given you is 20,000 hours of watch time. Minimum hours of watch time that you got on the YouTube video is 58.3 thousand hours of watch time. More than doubled, almost tripled the amount of watch hours minimum that the Twitter video had generated you. And you also know that there was an intentional click that took place. So just based on the example, which one was more valuable to you? Definitely the YouTube video, right? Now you can talk about, well, what if they watch the whole thing? There's a lot of layers, but just a minimum value. YouTube is guaranteeing you almost triple the hours of watch time on that video than X did. Not all views are created equal. It's not that you don't have a wide social strategy. You definitely should, but don't just merely look at the view and not factor in the ecosystem that it's living on, because it does make a difference. Anywho, YouTube views are the most valuable view. I hope you enjoyed this example and the fun math this morning. Thanks for watching, guys.